Hello, my name is Freddy Alberto Medina. I study biology and today I'm going to talk about one of my favorite animals, the bees, in a presentation that I have titled Bees, the Little Savers of the Planet. Bees are a group of hymenopterous insects composed of approximately 20,000 known species. They are known because many of their species play an important role in the pollination of flowering plants. Some general characteristics. They are small insects that generally can measure between 2 millimeters to 4 centimeters. Their body is divided into three segments: head, thorax, and abdomen. They have three pairs of legs on the abdomen like the rest of insects, in addition to a pair of antennas and two pairs of wings. They also have a wide range of colors, from yellows and blacks to blues, greens, orange, and whites. They have a wider waist than their close relatives, the wasp. This characteristic is very important when it comes to differentiate between them. Most species feed mainly on nectar and pollen, but there are some species that feed on meat and carrion. Most species have solitary habits. This corresponds to 75%. Another 15% are parasites of other animals, and finally another 10% form colonies and complex organizational structures. The latter, although they don't have as much diversity of species if they have a large number of individuals per area. Currently, there are approximately 20,000 known species, within which the most recognized is the common bee or European bee. There are many species that form complex colonies with well-established caste. It could be said that bees have the most complex colony system of all insects, without forgetting other insects with well-developed colonies, such as termites and ants. Within their organization, we can find three castes mainly: the queen, that fulfills the most important role within the hive and is the production of new individuals. Secondly, we find the workers, who are the members of the hive that must fulfill functions in this, as collecting food, caring for the larvae, protecting the hive, among many others. And finally, we have the drones that are responsible for reproduction, since they are males, and help along with the worker to make honey. In addition, this type of bees are one of the few species that can produce honey and are useful in the industry. They are one of the most widely distributed insects in the world, except in the poles, because of the extreme condition, but they have a special distribution in the tropical and subtropical zones. This given that in this zone it is where greater diversity of plants with flowers exist. As I said at the beginning of the presentation, the bees are one of the most important living beings on the earth, so it plays a vital ecological role for the survival of many species. Its main ecological role is in the pollinating of flowering plants. As we can see in the graph, only 10% of flowering plants are pollinated by wind. So we can say that the other 90% need another organisms to help them to do this task, where bees represent the main pollinator, since it helps to pollinate 70% of the total flowering plants in the world, which makes us think that if at some point the bees disappear, it would cause unimaginable ecological damage, since it could cause the extinction of the vast majority of species with flowers. This in turn will make all the organisms that feed on them disappear, and so on until we think of a mass extinction of species. As a final conclusion, I could determine that bees represent one of the most important group of living beings on the planet, so it's everyone's responsibility to take care of and respect them, since their survival directly guarantees the survival of a large number of living beings, including us, and allow us to enjoy the great biodiversity that our planet has. Thank you so much.